Hey, what's up, yo? Welcome to Eugene Real Talk TV. And it's time we get to some real talk because I made a video earlier before talking about Shaq, talking about Durant. Now, it's time to make another video talking about the media, talking about Durant and Kyrie Irving. Dude, before I get into that, before I get into that, there's few people in this video I'm gonna call by names. I'm gonna call them by names because we need to start calling them by names. We need to start telling them how they're messing up. We need to start telling them what they're doing is not right. They can get all the money in the world. That don't mean you can't talk to these men as a man. They seeing where they disrespecting another person who got money, probably more than them, and they can disrespect them. You can disrespect them too because they got money more than you, but that don't mean shit. Excuse my language. Because it's starting to make me angry and annoyed the way people do things. It's starting to make me angry and annoyed the way people do things. I'm so happy, bro. I'm so happy. I'm not one of these dudes playing sports. I'm so happy. I'm so happy of my life that I got that I don't have to be on those spotlight of these like one of these dudes where they can rather be a human being. They're a puppet. All these sport athletes is a puppet. They don't want to be a puppet, but they don't have no choice. And you're used that as an advantage by disrespecting it every second, every minute, every hour, every time of the days your guy. Now let's start talking about what in your life so fucked up that you can get on TV and you be talking about somebody else's life? What's in your life so fucked up that you don't want to talk about, but you talking about somebody else's life? Because that's the only time I see most of you guys doing that stuff. It's something in your life is fucked up. Or it's something you don't, it's something you envy about that person. It's something you want that that person have and you don't have. So you guys use whatever you guys got as a hatred. You use your platform to share hatred against that person. And instead of talking about the sport the person plays, instead of talking about the fundamental of the game the person plays, instead of talking about what do the person do on the court, you talk about what do the person do outside the court. Wow, we gonna start talking about how many girls they sleep with, how many baby moms be on the football, be on the football field or the basketball field for them, cheering it on. Is that what we're gonna be talking about? I'm gonna say this again, like I said before. People on this ESPN, ESPN, and what's it, Fox, and all these other sport analysts and stuff, channels and stuff. Y'all need to start talking about the game and stop talking about the person. You see, I said person. I ain't say athlete. Because y'all are not talking about the athlete. You're talking about the person. You talking about something that ain't got nothing to do with the sport he plays. This is his life. Why are you talking about his life? Why? Why y'all be talking about the life so bad? Like it is this is sport. Basketball, football, one person cannot win a game. You can be the best quarterback in the world if you ain't got the best if you ain't got wide receiver to catch that ball, you just gonna be a quarterback. You just gonna be one of them. You just gonna be a good quarterback that don't have no record because he ain't got nobody around him to help him. And I say I'm gonna be calling some names. So the first name I'm gonna call is Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp. Because it seems like since you got on TV and you start sitting there with Stephen A. Smith, you start sitting there with Skip Bailey and stuff, trying to be Stephen A. Smith. Because that's what I think you trying to do. You trying to be Stephen A. Smith. You being disrespectful to some of these dudes that ain't got you ain't got no business being disrespectful to. If you don't even know half of the shit you be talking about basketball, bro. I respect you on football, but you don't know half of the stuff you be talking about basketball, bro. You don't. So if you start talking stuff that don't make no sense, maybe before you come on TV and start talking about basketball, you should sit home and talk about whatever you're gonna talk about basketball. Talk about that to yourself. Or you know what you should do. I'm gonna give you some ideas what you can do so you can start making some sense. So you can start making yourself look like an old hatred ass dude. Because that's how you starting to look. You starting to look like you an old hatred ass dude. Like you starting to hit these young boys for no reason. Because every reason you hitting them for, it make no damn sense. You can stand up for somebody else on the same reason, but when it comes to somebody else, you turn your back. LeBron can do the same damn shit. You praise LeBron. I don't blame you for that. That's what you want to do. But if somebody do the same stuff, you criticize them. You criticize them. Why is that? Is it a pick and choose, or are we doing our job? Is it who we like, or are we doing our job? Because you are not doing your job if that's what you're doing. And I know that's what you're doing. For a fact, that's what you're doing. You are not doing your job if you're going to be picking and choosing who you're going to attack. And you don't attack the other person on the same stuff. If it comes to point for you to attack them, you take the lesser lane. But if it comes to another players and stuff like that, you get every other stuff to say. What's wrong with you, yo? What's wrong with you? It's like when you guys leave playing the sports you guys play. If you waste all your money and you don't have no money again to be a man and stay on your feet, nigga, you better go find something else to do. You ain't got to be downgrading other players and talking about bad about other players just to make money, man. You don't have to. Sometimes you just gotta realize how much money y'all need in this war, man. How much money some of you guys need in this war before you realize, man, you cannot be a puppet, man. You're being a puppet too damn much because it don't even sound like y'all when you guys talking these days. It don't even sound like y'all. Most of you guys starting to sound like Stephen A. Smith, and we all know who Stephen A. Smith is. Stephen A. Smith been doing this stuff. He been doing this stuff. We know this stuff he been doing been wrong for years. And some of you guys know Stephen A. this stuff he been doing been wrong for years because he did it to you guys too. But because now you guys not playing in the league no more, and now y'all feel like y'all can do exactly what he doing to other people because somebody did it to you guys. If you in that position now, why don't you change the whole script? Why don't you change the way people look at things? Because now you guys got power. You're playing in the league. You can talk about person. You can talk about the person again. You guys got all rights to talk about the person again because you got to play in the league. But don't talk about the person personal stuff. Don't talk about the person personal life. Don't talk about the person personal decisions. His decision is his decision. Anybody can talk about your decision. Anybody can talk about any of you guys' decision. I don't care if it was a good decision for you or if it was a bad decision for who. A good decision for you can be a bad decision for me. When Kyrie Irving said he didn't want to take a vaccine, that was a bad decision for you. That was a good decision for him. He had his reason not to take the vaccine. He went through the punishment. If a man not playing the game and saying, I don't want to take the vaccine, stop talking about the person. If they're not playing, stop putting spotlight on the person. We don't care about the person who's not playing. We care about the person who's playing. So why are you guys on ESPN? Why are you guys on First Tip? Why are you guys on Speak for Yourself? Why are you guys on First Thing First? Why are you guys on all these all these platforms talking about Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Why? When we got the playoff just passed, we got the championship coming up, and you guys got a lot of stuff to talk about, but y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all want to talk about two-person who ain't playing the game no more. Who's home? Relaxing. He's home. He relaxing. He's home. He relaxing. Did you hear what I said? He's home. He relaxing. He's home like LeBron James, relaxing. He's home like this other person, relaxing. He's home like James Harden, relaxing. He's home like Joel Embiid, relaxing. He's home like Giannis, relaxing. Why y'all don't talk about that? Why y'all don't talk about that? Why y'all don't talk about that? You can talk about them. I ain't saying talk bad about them. You can talk about them. You can talk about them, right? They are players. You can talk about them. They went as fast. They went farther in the playoff than Brooklyn. So why are you still talking about the Brooklyn Nets? The Brooklyn don't even really sit there and talk about the damn Brooklyn Nets. Y'all sit there and make us stuff about Brooklyn Nets, how they don't like this person, they don't like that person, they don't like this person. Like when the GM got on TV and said something about he want players that will want to play. And you guys, all of your 10 around that will want to play for the team, that will want to stay with the team between whatever. And all of you guys stand around and put that on Kyrie Irving. All of you guys stand around and say, oh, he was talking about Kyrie Irving. Why? Can you say he was talking about James Harden? Can you say he was talking about James Harden? Because we all know James Harden was on the team and he quit. We all know he was on the team and he quit with or without Kyrie Irving. So you telling me if James Harden wasn't gonna quit, that he and Durant couldn't beat a team? They didn't need Kyrie Irving. They didn't need Kyrie Irving if James Harden wasn't gonna quit. They didn't need Kyrie Irving as James Harden wasn't gonna quit. So he can be talking about James Harden. If you don't know what I was about to go start cursing now. I already cursing, but I was about to start really cursing. Because if y'all don't know what somebody talking about, y'all need to sit there and ask that question. If a man sit there and finish talking all that stuff, and you don't get the understanding of he's saying, oh, if we want, who you talking about, yo? Ask a simple question like that. Excuse me? Can you give up a clarification on that? Who was he talking about? Can you give us some names on that stuff? And see what he said. Don't come over your own narrative, your own names and stuff like that. Your narrative may be right, but that don't mean that's what he was trying to say. In your opinion, your narrative is right. In my opinion, I can say my narrative is right. That don't mean that's what he was saying. The only person we can get the right answer from is the person who said that. So if y'all want to know who he was talking about, y'all go and ask him. Who was you talking about, yo? What you mean when you say that? We know what you mean, but give us some clarity. Were you talking about players who on the team, or you talking about players that you would get and bring on the team? You see, you make clarity like that, but you guys not doing that stuff. You are not doing your work. All you guys doing there is like, you're just saying stuff for clickbait. You're saying stuff to get views. You're saying stuff to just for whatever. And I don't get that, because that shit is not right. That shit is not right at all. It's not right at all. And I'm gonna say this again. These players need to ask the NBA people's name, the hell, whoever it is. They need to ask them. Give us our right when we're not on this court. When we're not on this court, we get all right to do whatever we want to do, so long we're not breaking the law. So long we're not breaking the law that the government gave us, if we're not on your facility and we're not breaking the law the government gave us, you cannot do nothing to us. Let these players then be able to speak for themselves. Let these players then be able to go head to head with these dudes talking. Because, for example, they're starting to do that now. They're not gonna need you no more. But the things I'm saying, you're giving that rights. Because I know when they start doing it, you're gonna start finding them, and which is not right. Ain't nobody finding Stephen is when they're sitting on TV and calling these people their names, all of them up. Ain't nobody sitting there and doing all this stuff. And I'm coming right back to you, Shannon Shah, because it go back to calling names. You a black man, Shannon Shah. You a black man. You should know we don't play around when it comes to our family names. We don't play around when it comes to the family name, especially when we respect our family. We don't play around. But you sit there and you make Skip Bailey disrespect that man, disrespect Russell Westbrook names every time. Even he stopped, then he pick it up again, and you sit there and just laugh. And you sit there and just laugh. But you supposed to be our brother, huh? You supposed to be our brother. You supposed to be our brother. But you would sit there and laugh when Skip Bailey sit there and change your man last name, or last name that his whole family carry. His last name, his whole family carry. Skip Bailey sit there and change that and make it look like it ain't nothing. But you sit there and laugh. You sit there and encourage that. You even sit there and say it too. Are you our brother? Are you one of us? Are you black? Or you pretending? Or you not sell your soul and you just pretending? Because soon you guys fall under the fire, then y'all want us to look at y'all like you're one of us. I'm getting sick and tired of that stuff. I'm getting sick and tired of y'all getting on TV and making these people then use y'all like a pawn. And y'all just sit there and they can say whatever they want to say because they got y'all there and y'all agreeing to them. So it making it seem like whatever they're saying is right. Because I can tell you that for a fact. If I was sitting against Skip Bailey and he called Russell Westbrook or whatever he be calling him, Westbrook or some stuff like that, I'm gonna let him know straight up. Soon he said Westbrook. Hey, that's that nigga daddy name. That's his full father name. Don't do that. Don't do that. You can call him Russell Westbrook, aka Westbrook. Everybody got a nickname in the NBA. If you want to give him a nickname, call him Westbrook. Call him aka Break, Mr. Break. But don't say Westbrook. You calling his first name and his last name and changing his last name. You don't do that. You don't do that because I know for a fact if it wasn't no contra or no nothing, Westbrook be beating the crap out of Skip Bailey's. He would be beating the crap out of Skip Bailey's. You see, y'all use your platform, y'all use the contrast these dudes then sign where they can't do nothing about it. And y'all just take that and run with it, use that as an advantage, and just make their life miserable, huh? You think money make people happy? If money make people happy, dude, y'all wouldn't be sitting on TV and be talking crap about other people. Because I don't think you're happy with your life. I don't think you guys happy with the life you guys got. That's why you're always turn around and want to downgrade somebody else's life. This stuff is a game. When the person leaves the game, they're still a human being. I don't get it. Y'all want to act like these players then is not a human being. This is all the life. Sport is all they got. Sport is not all you got. Because for a fact, if you sit there and break your legs and stuff, then it's over with for you. It's over with. It's so many players you're not talk so much. It's so many players you're not talk so much bad stuff about. When they get done playing the game, they can get nothing. They can get nothing. Because nobody look at it as anything the way you guys talk about them. The way you guys talk about them, nobody look at it as anything. You see, people for once, people like Durant, people like Kyrie, is nothing you guys gonna do. It's nothing you guys gonna do gonna spoil the legacies. It's nothing you can do gonna ruin the legacies. Because if y'all start doing that, if y'all want to ruin the legacy, I can sit there, I can make videos every freaking day, ruin every one of your legacy. And every single championship you guys got, I can sit there and ruin everything, Steve. And Shannon Sharp, you wasn't the quarterback. You wasn't the one catching all the damn passes. You wasn't the one catching all the damn touchdowns. You wasn't the one doing all these. You wasn't the one stopping all the touchdowns then from going on. It's not one person can play the game. You're acting like if Durant players then wasn't healthy, he wasn't gonna win a championship by now. If Durant had his healthy crowd when he went like 2 years, I mean, or 2 years ago or so, he could have won the championship. When Bucks won the championship, that was Durant championship right there. That was Durant championship right there. If everybody wasn't gonna get injured around him, that was his championship right there. So if y'all start saying a person haven't done nothing, y'all need to be perseverant. What the heck you mean when you say he haven't done nothing? Because since I'm gonna go back again and say this. Since Durant left Golden State, it been how many years? Like 3 years, 4 years? Basically like 3 years. He didn't play the first year. He played half the second year. It wasn't even all half. The year that he played more game, where did it go? They went all the way to the conference final. I think it was the conference final they went to. Don't either I'm making a mistake or don't quote me, but they went all the way. So why are you guys be saying that the person haven't done nothing? What have you done since you retired? What have you done? What have y'all done? What have y'all done? Because if you want to tell me he haven't done nothing, I can tell you right now. Durant have done a lot of stuff in this past few. I ain't talking about his whole career. I'm talking about in this past few years. From when he left Golden State, Durant have done a lot of stuff that we didn't even thought he could have done. So he beat our ass. Ain't nothing was put in front of him that he didn't overcome. Individually. Ain't nothing was put in front of him that he didn't overcome. Individually. Not as a team. Because he didn't have his team. A team win championship. One person do not win championship. One person do not take a team to a championship. One person do not take a team to a championship. A team do that. Okay? You can have the best superstar in the world. Just he cannot take a team to a championship. You need a team. And if you don't have a team, you're not going to go. So this year, Golden State got a team. Golden State have the team. They got everybody. Healthy, new players. Ain't nobody on that team suck. So when y'all be saying it like Golden State suck, Golden State they don't suck. They're better than the team that was there when Durant was there. They are better than the team that was there when Durant was there. Did you hear what I just said? I'm going to say it again for you guys to hear me. They are better than the team that was there when Durant was there. So y'all stop that shit. Y'all stop comparing stuff that don't make no sense. Not everybody's stupid. Okay? Not everybody's stupid. Because some people just come and listen to you and pick up what y'all say and go run with it. And don't even think and listen to what you guys saying. That y'all just be saying stuff just for views. Just to see who's going to get the most view, who's going to get the most number. That's all it is for y'all now. It's just number. You said the most ignorant, ridiculous stuff just for number. Why? when you can say the right stuff and still get the numbers. Although you're not gonna get, although you're not gonna get the number you want, but you still getting the number and you getting the right number. I'd rather take the right stuff than the wrong stuff any day. That's what you see. I don't even think about, I come on here, I don't think about, oh, let me do clickbait videos and stuff like that to get people to come on this channel. I don't have to. I don't this channel is not for me to be like, oh, I want you to. No. This channel is because I get angry and I get mad listening to you guys talk. Like, listen to y'all talk. It's not only y'all. Don't get me wrong. I'm not only gonna be talking about sport. I talk about everything. I talk about life. I talk about everything. But I just get sick and tired of just listening to people talk and not making no sense, but just dividing. If you gonna talk, at least try to pull everybody together. Don't divide people. If you're gonna start dividing people, shut the fuck up. Especially black people. If you're gonna start dividing black people, shut the fuck up. We don't want to be divided. We want to be together. Okay? We want to be together. We want to stop all this dividing shit. So if you a black person and you listening to these people, these other races, the other race talking about black people and dividing us, and you sitting there, shame on you. Shame on you. I ain't gonna say shame on what's the name, on Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith, he wear the shame. We don't have to say shame on him. He is the shame. He is the shame. YouTube probably gonna mess with this video. I don't care. But he is the shame. So y'all stop messing with these players, then who ain't playing no more. Y'all stop talking about these players, then who ain't playing no more. Because y'all talking about, oh, I don't get it. It don't make no sense to me. I don't even want to make this video long, but I just gotta talk. It don't make no sense to me. Like how y'all would sit there and say, oh, the Brooklyn Nets shouldn't do this for Kyrie. The Brooklyn Nets shouldn't even trust Kyrie. The Brooklyn Nets shouldn't even do this, do that, do that. But y'all sit there and then y'all turn around in the scene, sit and start saying Kyrie Irving should get traded to the Lakers for Westbrook and all. So the Lakers should trust Kyrie. It's okay that the Lakers get Kyrie. They can deal with it, huh? I thought the Lakers. I thought they had the same law in. I thought they had the same. If Kyrie was playing there, I thought they had the same law too. That about the vaccine, he wasn't gonna be playing. If they pass that law right now, he get traded to LA. He ain't gonna be playing. So y'all see, y'all want to take him and pull him to who y'all like, but y'all doing everything possible to break up him and Durant. Y'all want to take him and pull him to LeBron because y'all know LeBron need him. LeBron need a point guard. LeBron needs somebody who can go get that bucket. LeBron needs somebody who he don't have to carry. Who can carry him or can carry this, who can carry what he can carry, and who can carry him because he always hell now. Shit, LeBron is 20 years. So he ain't the same. Nobody gonna sit there and tell me say LeBron is saying we've been saying the game that he been playing. You cannot play offense and not play defense. Y'all want to tell me why the Lakers ain't go to the playoff and stuff like that? Y'all need to start talking about stuff like that. Stop talking about other teams that was going through injury problem and that was going through COVID problem and all that stuff. Do you know how many players were on Brooklyn that was having COVID? Do you know how many players were on Brooklyn that something was going on with? Y'all stop that, man. I'll be doing all that crap. Well, I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace.